Game Plan is where we look at the games that come out this week so you can plan out your week in video games. Let's take a look at what's dropping this week. Start us off, Angus Ronald.
Certainly. The first game we're looking at on August the 2nd is Grime, which is coming out on Stadia and PC. Destroy, Absorb, Grow. Grime is a fast-paced and unforgiving action-adventure RPG in which you crush your foes with living weapons that mutate, form, and function, and then consume their remains with a black hole to strengthen your vessel as you break apart a world of anatomical horror and intrigue.
The Ramp is coming out on Tuesday, August 3rd as well for PC. A digital toy for skateboard-loving people. Pure flow, no extra fluff.
Also on August 3rd is Hunter's Arena Legends on PS4 and PS5. Hunter's Arena is a 30-player PvP and PvE combat-based battle royale. It's set in the ancient Isa. Survive and become the deadliest hunter in the world of Hunter's Arena. Do they mean arena? I think they mean arena.
In the ancient arena? No, I think Isa is the name of the country that they're set in.
Okay, it just looks like Asia spelt differently.
Yeah, well, look, isn't that all fantasy
That's
things
all
of like,
words.
yeah.
This is why you have trouble.
Touche, sir. Coming out on Wednesday, August 4th, it is Dungeon Defenders Awakened coming to the Nintendo Switch. Dungeon Defenders Awakened is a co-op tower defense combined with epic action RPG combat. You're able to join forces with up to 4 players to take on a never-ending army of orcs, demons, and dragons. Are your defenses strong enough to save the world of Etheria? And they've clearly just misspelled Earth.
They've just changed the letters. Also on Thursday, August 5th, The Falcon Year comes out on PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, and the Switch. Don't forget the Switch. Soar through the skies aboard a majestic warbird, explore a stunning oceanic world, and engage in epic aerial dogfights in this BAFTA-nominated air combat game from solo developer Thomas Sala.
And finally, on Thursday, August 5th, Dodgeball Academia is coming to PC, PS4, Xbox One, and Switch. Dodgeball Academia is a sports RPG game featuring rookie dodgeball student Otto. Join Otto and an eclectic cast of characters as they train to dominate on and off the courts of the Academia. And now you know what is dropping this week. Let us know what your game plan is. Gentlemen, Peter, what's on your game plan this week?
Of all those games, like the look of Dodgeball Academia. It looks a bit like Pokemon. I mean, not in the way that you capture stuff, but in the way that, like, you have these, I mean, these are kind of real-timey combats, but you have, like, team combat stuff, and then you go in and explore a big, cool, cartoony world. I don't know that I will love the game, but it's definitely intriguing. All these running through big 3D spaces and stuff. It's maybe bringing to me what Mario Golf failed to do, this latest Mario Golf failed to do, and the old ones did really well, which was like have an interesting world and story around the sport. Mm-hmm. And like it feels like if Dodgeball is a sport and it's portrayed in a fun, kind of almost like South Park, fractured butthole kind of like little game here, though it does look to be
it looks quite
all
active.
real time, which is still fun, but like little kind of like different kind of boss fights and stuff like that, and then go and do some interesting story stuff on the side in a cool world. Like I'm intrigued.
Looks great. I haven't really, I was just going to say, I haven't really seen that art style in terms of like cool palette, cool art design, that mix of 2D and 3D we've seen a bit, but like, I like that. I think that they've done a cool spin on it, which just looks like really different. I haven't seen that before. It's cool. Yeah. Going in a completely different direction from nice and cute and fun and happy, Grime looks disgusting. And purposely so, which is why that's kind of a game that I want to check out. I am intrigued by this kind of just gross body Cronenberg-esque design about the whole thing, and I think it looks really interesting. I don't know if I've played, I'm trying to think of the last side-scroller combat-y game that I've played and really enjoyed, that's been a bit more like, I guess, this sort of human-sized character that fights and brawls their way through. Like I played the Ori recently again and that kind of stuff, whereas this looks a little more like a I want to say Salt and Sanctuary, or I guess a little bit of Dead Cells, a little bit of that too as well. But yeah, I really like how bold they've gone with the art style and this gross kind of like rock body rock body art style. I mean, it's kind of funny, but it looks gross, and I want to see what that's all about.
It looks like there's a lot of skill to the combat as well, which is, I think, what makes it interesting to me. Like, you know, catching that spear just then and throwing it back, and different kind of combos and different kinds of weapons. It's not going to be like your stock standard. Well, I mean, we've had many, many great games that are like this, but you know, it could have just been spam X to attack stuff. But it looks like there's a fair bit of depth and interesting different ways to play.
The different weapon loadouts are what gives me the Dead Cells vibe, as well as having a protagonist whose head is like a black hole, which I think in Dead Cells is just like a flame of essence or something is your head. But a little slower movement, I guess. I'm not sure if that's going to make it feel better or worse. Like, a lot of those games have super, super fluid movement where it's like dive rolls can be interrupted and, you know, double jumps and all that kind of stuff. This looks a little more clunky, and I hope it feels purposely built that way to like complement the art style and the world you're in, because you don't look that nimble, and so maybe that's because the focus, as you said, Pete, is on like really getting that combat down. So yeah, keen to find out.
Yeah, cool.
Nice.
And then I am like, it's kind of like a slim week, but I am genuinely intrigued by the ramp. The ramp is I like I just like everything around how it's supposed to be minimal. They describe it on their Steam page as a digital toy for skateboard loving people. They say features, yes, tons of flow, satisfying, unique skateboarding gameplay, easy to learn, hard to master, but no unlockable stuff, no score, no missions, no guns, explosions, and helicopters. And it just one of those things that you turn on for 5 minutes and sort of like get in a flow state, I suppose, and try. I really like the art style, the super minimal look. I like those games where if it plays well, then it is just about like being good at it. It's basically a digital version of a little, what were the finger skateboards called?
Tech decks.
Tech deck, Pee-wee, trick boarders.
Oh my God, Peter. I like that later in this trailer, I thought it literally might have been one ramp, but there is a pool. So they obviously have got the idea that
there is a pool.
No, it's just they have something different.
Yes,
so they've got
a few arenas.
Yeah, and it's got that kind of, it reminded me of was that Lego game recently where it was just those little like the little it just has to be centralized on one little vignette of a level or something that you just get stuck in and play.
Totally. Yeah. So now you know what's dropping this week. You can let us know what your game plan is over on our Discord. If you want to get to our Discord, then head to backbucket.gg and follow the links there. There is a link for the free subscription to the Discord, which unlocks some channels, but if you want to unlock the whole kit and caboodle, and there are so many kittens and caboodles in that Discord, and there are so many channels where so many people are talking about so many interesting things, and they're all so nice, then you want to head to our Patreon. So head to patreon.com/backpocket or backpocket.gg and sign up to unlock the full scope of that Discord.